In this video, I'm going to give you 70 most important repeated themes from where 90%, mind you, 90% of the UPSC question paper is prepared. Guys, many aspirants think that if they have not prepared for the prelims examination throughout the year consistently, then they do not have any chance to crack the prelims examination. But that is not the reality. If you analyze the most successful aspirants who crack the prelims examination every year, they only prepare for the last 60-70 days and they are able to crack prelims examination every year. Particularly if you see the rankers, they get rank every year, they crack prelims again and again and again because they are focusing on important repeated themes they do not study throughout the year. So today I'm going to share the secret of cracking the prelims examination in the last 2 months. Guys, from my own experience of cracking prelims examination 6 out of 6 times and scoring one of the highest marks in the prelims examination, I can tell you I prepared only in the last 1 month and I was able to score very high score in the prelims examination. Guys, I have the unique distinction of scoring 30 to 40 marks more than the cutoff. And I was able to do this because I focused on important themes. Guys, one mistake which most of the UPSC aspirant make is that they try to read everything. Guys, one thing which everyone knows is UPSC syllabus is very vast. But if you analyze the PYQs, you will come to the conclusion that 90% of the paper is prepared from only 70 important themes. And if you master these 70 important themes, then you can easily crack the prelims examination. Guys, mind you, you only need to get 50% marks in the prelims examination. Okay, you need not score 100 out of 100. You need not solve 100 out of 100 questions. You need to only get 50% marks in the prelims examination and you will crack the prelims examination. But if you try to master all 100% of the syllabus, you will end up not even scoring 50%. Guys, the main reason most aspirants fail is that they try to read everything. Guys, in the next 70 days, what you need to do is that you need to be very strategic in your approach. If you know these themes which UPSC is repeating every year, you can easily predict the UPSC prelims question paper. Guys, again I'm saying 70 days, 70 themes. This is what you need to do in the next 70 days. So let us start. I'm going to give you these 70 themes. I'm going to start with polity. So in polity, we have around 11 themes which are getting repeated every year. We have at least one question from theme. Okay, so if you see polity, polity is the most scoring subject. Polity is the most scoring subject. So first subject, if you want to master for the prelims examination, first subject you must master before you start reading any other subject is polity, because the accuracy level in polity is very high for everyone. For everyone, I used to get all polity questions correct. Okay, so first start with polity. In polity, guys, there is always one question from the historical background. Okay, very one question, and the questions are really very easy. The questions are really very easy. You can see this question: which of the following acts was the Governor General of Bengal designated as Governor General of India? Just see, such kind of silly questions are coming from historical backgrounds. If such questions also you miss, you can never crack the prelims examination. So my first request to everyone who is preparing for the 2026 prelims examination is kindly prepare this chapter. Here you need to focus upon, okay, 1813, 1833, 1853, 1850, okay, 58. Then we have 1909, 1919, 1935. These are the most important one. Even the 1773 is also important. Okay, so these are some important. Just prepare the main feature. Just prepare the main feature. Okay, main feature like 1935. What is the main feature? Okay, federal form of government. Okay, so main features you should focus upon. Do not try to memorize each and every detail of these acts. Just focus on the main distinguishing feature. What was the main feature of 1858? What was the main feature of 1909? What was the main feature of 1919? Ask yourself, and you can also analyze the PYQs. Okay, let us go to the next important theme. Next important theme is the salient features. Again, every year one question comes from salient features. Very simple question. Okay, here salient features, or you can also call, okay, basic concept of polity. You can see what is parliamentary system of government. Okay, what is equality, what is constitutional government. Okay, so basic things, what are rights, Okay, what are rights? What is a federal government? What is a federal government? What is a parliamentary government? What is a presidential system? What is the difference between presidential and parliamentary system? So these are some basic concepts which are there in most of the books. Okay, you can refer the Indian polity book. Okay, NCERT. The name of the book is Political Theory. Political theory here, lot of important concepts is there. Even in our Laksh test series we are giving you one PDF where all the basic concepts has been explained. Please go through that. Okay, next one is the, okay, same, you can see same themes, you can see due process, rights and duties. Okay, next one is the preamble. Guys, this is again a very important theme. Every year one question comes from preamble. You can see direct question comes from preamble. What is the, okay, words of preamble, exact content of preamble, content of preamble. What is the significance of preamble? Okay, significance of preamble. So in preamble, I think you need to read each and every detail. Each and every detail. Preamble is the most important chapter. Next, move on to the next theme. Next theme is fundamental right, DPSP, and fundamental duty. Definitely two questions every year. Definitely two questions from this chapter. Okay, one question from fundamental right and one question from either DPSP or fundamental duty. This year I am expecting one question on fundamental duty definitely, and one question on DPSP, very high chances. Even article 21, okay, fundamental right, it is the favorite theme of UPSC. Multiple questions have come. Okay, right to privacy under which article, right to life under which article. Simple questions are coming. Fundamental right related questions are really very simple. DPSP questions are really very simple. Fundamental duty questions are really very simple. Here you can also prepare 42nd amendment, which were the additions under the 42nd amendment. Okay, you can see here right to privacy question, multiple times they have asked this question. Okay, DPSP, okay, function of DPSP. So this theme 4, again I'm saying the most important, they every year two questions from these three chapters. Okay, next is amendment. Sometimes questions are coming on amendments. Okay, particularly article 368, and then various provisions regarding amendment. You can see here which provisions can be amended with simple majority, which provisions can be amended by special majority, which provisions can be amended with state ratification, and they may also ask you about the specific amendments. Okay, so please prepare important amendments like 42nd amendment, 44th amendment, 99th amendment, 73rd amendment, first amendment. Okay, 25th amendment. So these are some important list of amendments. I have already given the list of amendments in my prelims batch. Please have a look at it. If you have not joined my prelims batch, please do join. This is my number of my team. Contact this team and join my prelims batch. This is really very useful. I am framing questions only on repeated themes. This is my Telegram channel. You can join my Telegram channel also. Let us move on. Okay, you can see multiple questions have come. You can see suppose UPSC is asking constitutional amendments. Okay, so you can see here first amendment, 42nd amendment, 44th amendment, 86th amendment. So I would like to tell you that when you analyze the PYQs, now prepare all the amendments. Okay, prepare all the amendments, all the options also you analyze. This is really very important. You can see this 91st, 93rd, 95th, 97th. Okay, next one is parliament. Again, at least one question, sometimes even two questions coming from parliament. In parliament, what questions they are asking? They are asking about the Lok Sabha, Raj Sabha specific powers. What Raj Sabha can do, which Lok Sabha cannot do, what Lok Sabha can do, which Raj Sabha cannot do. Such kind of questions are coming. Next, bills. How are bills passed by the parliament? Or they're asking about money bill. Money bill is the favorite topic of UPSC in the prelims examination. Next theme is the president and governor. One question every year, either on president or governor. Last year only there was a question on governor. 2025. Okay, so please have a look at presidents and governor. You can see here election of president. Okay, this is a favorite theme. Okay, removal of governor, removal of president, impeachment of president. Okay, then vice president. Vice president also you can write. Sometimes vice president can also be asked. Generally it has not been asked, but this year vice president is also very important. So you can prepare vice president also. Why, how vice president is removed? In vice president they will only ask how vice president is removed. Okay, so you can add vice president also, president, governor, and vice president. Mostly questions are coming on election of president, removal of president. Okay, how governor is appointed. Okay, what are the powers of governor? What are the specific powers of governor with respect to state legislature? What are the special immunities enjoyed by president and governor. These are the questions which you can expect this year. Even vice president is important. As I told you, there was a news on vice president also. Okay. Next, guys, local government, again an emerging theme. UPSC is asking one question on urban local government or the rural bodies every year. So please have a look at it. Here finance aspect is becoming very important. Finance commission, state finance commission, the grants by the central finance commission is becoming very important. Next, elections. Elections are emerging theme. If you see after 2020, every year UPSC is asking one question on elections. So this is also an emerging theme which is becoming popular in the prelims examination. Here the questions are on RPA Act, eligibility of voting, eligibility of fighting elections. Okay, next is constitutional bodies. Again, one question every year on bodies, national bodies, statutory bodies, constitutional bodies. You can see simple question. They will ask you about the nature of bodies. What is the nature of body? Is it a constitutional body? Is it a statutory body? Or they will ask you about a specific organization, for example, Niti Aayog, or they will ask you about statement wise regarding one body. Like here they have asked about National Legal Services Authority. Again, this year National Legal Services Authority is really very important, so you may expect a question on that. But here you can see the questions are of the nature, okay, which is basically the type of body, what kind of body is it, what is the main function of the body, function, what is the role is more important. Okay, last but not the least is the judiciary. In judiciary, guys, there are two aspects: appointment of judiciary and removal of judiciary. You can see this removal question is becoming very popular nowadays. Okay, removal of judiciary is really very important. Appointment of judiciary is also very important. Collegium system. And okay, you may also get question on jurisdiction of judiciary. Jurisdiction of judiciary. Advisory jurisdiction is in news. So you may expect a question on advisory jurisdiction of judiciary. So these are the 11 themes of polity. We have one question on judiciary. In judiciary, you have questions on appointment of judiciary, collegium system, or removal of judiciary, or question can be on the jurisdiction of Supreme Court. What is the advisory jurisdiction? What is the appellate jurisdiction? What is the original jurisdiction? Okay, here writs are also very important. Writs are also very important. Okay, next we can okay, so just I'll revise. Okay, we had judiciary, constitutional bodies, elections, local government, president, governor, vice president, parliament. In parliament, I have told you Lok Sabha, Raj Sabha, bills, money bill, amendment. Then we have fundamental duty, fundamental right, and DPSP. Then we have the preamble, we have salient features, and we have the historical background. Okay. Now we will move on to another subject. So this is 11 themes we have done. Like this, I'll give you 70 topics, 70 themes. So guys, as I have told you that I am framing questions which are expected questions in the next 70 days. If you focus on these important questions, your chances of qualifying the prelims examination will be very high. Guys, this is the few test series in the country where a person who himself has cleared 6 out of 6 prelims is guiding you. Very rare in this country you will have this kind of opportunity. Make use of this kind of opportunity. Guys, it is said that okay, if you have help of an expert, make use of it. Okay, rather than you spending time doing research, I have already spent so much time in this examination and I have so much experience. Use my experience and crack the prelims examination. You know, guys, most of the deserving aspirants who can easily get a rank in the UPSC examination, they are wasting their year in the prelim stage only. I meet a lot of aspirants over internet and many of them they are struggling in the prelim stage only. 3 4 years they will struggle in the prelim stage only. Okay, and when they clear prelims, all the energy, all the resources have already been spent. So if you use my prelims test series, important questions, predicted questions, which is the Lakshya question or the Optima question, your chances of qualifying prelims examination in the very first two attempts will be very high. Once you crack prelims in the very first two attempts, then you will have the confidence that you can get a rank in this examination journey. But if you waste your 3 4 5 attempts in the prelim stage only, then even if you clear prelims in your fifth stage or sixth attempt, then you will not be having that kind of energy to crack this exam. So this is the number. You can telegram me on this number and you can get access to this test. Okay. Now let us discuss economy. Economy is again an important theme. It is analytical subject, and once you understand the concept, it is very easy to score here. However, since it is an analytical subject, many aspirants they struggle in economy. So today I'll be giving you only six important themes where most of the questions are expected in the prelims examination and getting repeated every year. Okay, the first one is the national income. Here, guys, GDP calculation is important. GDP trend, what is the trend of the GDP growth is important. Okay, then UPSC may also ask question about GDP estimation. Okay, you can see base effect, GDP estimation. So this year base is getting changed for GDP calculations. So they may also ask you question on base effect. Okay, so if you see GDP questions are coming on what? The how the GDP is calculated, what exactly is GDP. So basic questions also sometimes they will ask what is GDP, what is GNP, okay, what is income, okay. Then they may ask you about the trend, how the GDP is increasing, how the per capita income is increasing. This kind of questions are also coming. Okay, the next theme in this economy is fiscal policy. Fiscal policy is again one question every year. Here the question is basically on what is the capital budget, what is capital expenditure, what is revenue expenditure, okay. Or questions can come on the constitutional aspect of the budget. Okay, what is the constitutional aspect of budget? Article 110, 111, 112. Okay, deficit financing. Okay, as I told you, fiscal deficit is a very important theme. Fiscal deficit is a very important theme, guys. UPSC has been asking question how to reduce fiscal deficit, how to reduce budget deficit is a favorite theme. Multiple questions have been coming. Okay, how to reduce budget deficits. Okay, so this is very important. So, guys, all these things you can easily identify through PYQ lectures. Guys, I have made more than 100 videos on PYQs. Please go through these PYQs. In these lectures, we have not only covered the UPSC CSE prelims examination question, we have also covered CDS CAPF geoscientist questions of the last 10-15 years. Please make use of my PYQ mastery course. This is really very important. The link will be given in the description. Okay, so next, as I was telling you, in fiscal policy, questions are coming on how to reduce deficits. You can see then what is capital budget, what is revenue budget, okay, what is capital expenditure, what is debt financing. Okay, so you can see the themes are similar. What is capital expenditure, what is capital budget, what is fiscal deficit, how to reduce fiscal deficit. These are the questions coming on the fiscal policy. Moving on, guys, in RBI and monetary policy, you can see questions are coming on simple. What are the tools of RBI? Fiscal tools, monetary tools, sorry, fiscal tools, not fiscal tool is by the ministry. Okay, RBI basically has monetary tools. What are the monetary tools of RBI? We have the repo rate, we have the reverse repo rate, we have the bank rate, we have the CRR, we have the SLR, okay, OMO. Okay, so a lot of things are there. So please prepare everything. CRR, SLR, repo rate, reverse repo rate. Okay, very important. Also, they may ask you about simple things about banking. Okay, simple things about banking. Okay, and then one more concept is money supply. Concept of money supply. This is also a very important. Money multiplier. It's a favorite theme of UPSC. Multiple questions have been coming on money multiplier. Nowadays, OMO, open market operation, is becoming very popular in the prelims examination. For the how RBI regulates bank. Okay, like in banking, you may get question on regional, rural banks, small finance banks. Okay, so these kind of types of banks and their role in financial inclusion. Okay, this is also very important. Sometimes they also ask you about lead bank scheme. Lead bank scheme. Okay, so banking is again one question every year, Reserve Bank and banking. Okay, this is an important theme. The questions are very limited. As I told you, most questions are on RBI monetary policy or types of banks, or okay, they may ask you about what is the role of RBI in terms of inflation control. Moving on, guys, another important theme in economy is balance of payment and external sector. So, guys, in external sector, if you see questions are coming on balance of payment and exchange rate. Okay, so here what UPSC is asking is trends of India's export and import. So this year, because there is an energy crisis, you may expect a question regarding energy imports. How much of crude India is importing from outside? Okay, there are various estimates. Okay, some estimates say that 88% of our consumption is coming from imports. Similarly, how much LNG, how much LPG we are importing, and how much we are using, and which are the destinations from where we are importing this, that becomes a very important topic. Also, guys, in the last 1 or 2 years, there is lot of protectionism, trade tariff going on. So in that context also, the world trade is becoming one of the biggest theme for the prelims examination, one of the most important themes for the prelims examination. So trade is one aspect which you need to prepare. Trade, please do prepare trade. What is India's trade and trends in that? Okay, how the trade is increasing, decreasing, export, services, etc., etc., is a very important theme. Next, exchange rate. As I told you, depreciation of rupee, appreciation of rupee, neer, reer. Okay, again a very favorite theme of UPSC. Again, this year, as I told you, that rupee has been depreciating. Now the rupee is around 92 rupees per dollar. So this depreciation of rupee is again a very important concept which can be asked in the prelims examination. Next is capital market. This is an emerging theme. If you see, before 2020, there was no question on capital market, but capital market is becoming an important theme in the last 3 4 years. You can see this question came in 2025 on stock market. So here the questions will be very simple. Question will be, okay, term wise, you should know basics of capital market. Okay, what is call money? All these things are very, very important. Okay. Next, you can see here inflation. Okay, inflation again very important theme in UPSC. You may get questions on inflation. Okay, inflation, they may ask you what is CPI, what is WPI, what is core inflation, then basics of inflation, what is the role of inflation in economic growth. You can see economic growth is usually coupled with what? Inflation. Economic growth and inflation comes together. Or they may ask you about various concepts like deflation, inflation, stagflation, hyperinflation. You can see all, do not just read the answer. Okay, go through all the terms. What is stagflation? What is hyperflation? What is deflation? What is disinflation? Disinflation. Okay, so these kind of questions also come. And this year, guys, there is a CPI base change. CPI base change. So you may get a question on that also, base change of CPI. And how CPI is calculated. What is the basket of CPI? Who calculates CPI? Basket of commodities in the CPI calculation becomes very important. So this year, like how CPI is calculated is more important than the overall inflation theme. Okay. Next, moving before to the next subject, guys, again, I would like to tell you that important questions, predicted questions for 2026, solve in these 70 days. This is really going to be very, very useful for you. Okay. Now, coming to environment and ecology. Guys, 15 to 20 questions are coming from environment and ecology. Here also, guys, focus on important themes. Okay, first thing you need to focus upon is species and protected areas. This is the most important and most easy. I have prepared a list of important species and protected areas for 2026. Have a look at them. You can go to our YouTube video section. In that short section, you can see many of the predictions we have shared. If you want the entire list, you can go to our private channel for the UPSC prelims 2026. I have prepared an entire list of important species. You will have access to that. Okay. So next you can see here protected areas. Again, questions are very popular on protected areas. See, for species, what kind of questions they can ask you? They can ask you about what is the status of species? What is the status of species? For example, here you can see they have asked about what? What is the status of how many of them are endangered? Or they can ask you about where are these, okay, some special species they will take, like for example, musk deer, where are they found? Or rhinos, where they are found? Or they may ask you about the Nilgiri tahar, or they can ask you about dugongs, or they can ask you about salt crocodile, where they are found. Okay. Then, as I told you, okay, protected areas, question on protected areas, river basin approach, or they will take one protected area, they will ask you, or they will ask you about vegetation about the protected area. Next, guys, ecosystem. Very basic questions, okay, ecosystem question. Okay, they may ask you about ecosystem. Here, the biogeochemical cycles, what is the meaning of the term ecosystem? Basic things they are asking. Next is biodiversity. In biodiversity, what exactly is biodiversity? What is the significance of biodiversity? What are the threats of biodiversity? Okay, what is the trend of biodiversity changing, increasing, improving? Okay, this is a very, very important. So biodiversity is one theme which is the favorite theme of the prelims examination. You can see here hotspots. are very important. Questions on hotspots. Okay, what are biodiversity hotspots? What are the threats of biodiversity? What is the use of biodiversity is becoming very, very important. Again, I would like to tell you guys, go through the PYQ lectures in my lecture batch. This is really very, very useful. PYQ lectures, I have covered all the questions which are important from the PYQs for the prelims examination theme wise. The coverage of the videos is very theme wise, which is very, very important. Okay, next, moving on, guys, environmental laws. This is an emerging theme. Recently, questions are coming on environmental laws here, particularly Wildlife Protection Act, then Environment Protection Act, then Biodiversity Act. Okay, these are the two, three acts which are coming more often in environmental laws. Next, pollution, guys. Pollution is again a very important theme in pollution. Okay, they are asking like what kind of gases are released by some industrial activity. This is what kind of questions you can see. What kind of gases released in iron and steel industry? Such kind of question. What is released in lead poisoning? You can see. Okay, next, climate change. Again, a very important theme. Okay, greenhouse gases. Then what is the impact of climate change? What are the sources of greenhouse gases? So if you see in climate change, they are focusing more on, okay, greenhouse gases, and they are also focusing on new mitigation technology like carbon capture. Carbon capture is an important theme which is becoming very popular in the UPSC prelims examination. Carbon fertilization, carbon capture, carbon sinks, carbon sinks. Okay, this is again becoming very, very important in the prelims examination in the recent years. Okay, so please prepare this climate change theme. Every year one question is coming from this climate change theme. As I told you, either they can ask you a very simple question on greenhouse gas, okay, emission, or they can ask you about carbon sinks, carbon capture, or impact of climate change on ocean, impact of climate change on biodiversity, impact of climate change on environment. Okay, next, you can see international conventions. You can see recently only UPSC has asked two questions on international conventions in 2025 prelims examination. You can see on COP28 and one on Paris Agreement. Guys, international convention is a theme which occurs in UPSC prelims examination year and year. Every year it is coming. Okay, so here what we have to do is that we have to focus more on the current affairs, because most of the questions are coming from the motivation from the current affairs. You can see this question on COP28 is also motivated from the current affairs. Even Paris Agreement Article 6 is also motivated from the current affairs, because carbon trading is going on in news in the last 1 or 2 years. Okay, next, guys, if you move, okay, international relations. IR questions are really very high scoring area in the prelims examination. However, most aspirants, they ignore IR. The reason is IR is completely current affairs oriented, and many of you do not read current affairs consistently. So one of the solution to this is that focus on my important themes which I'm giving in international relations. Guys, I have covered international relations very in depth in the last 1 years through our PPP questions, through our test series, and I have also shared a list of important topics in IR in our prelims batch when as per our timetable. Okay, so you can have a look at it. In IR, you have three kinds of questions. First is we have map-based questions. Map-based questions are very popular. Multiple map-based questions are coming. In map-based questions, questions are coming on conflict regions. Questions are coming on countries in news and why they are in news. Questions are coming on food shortages. Again, country in news, why they are in news, and regions. Why regions? Regions generally they are conflict oriented only. Regions generally they are conflict oriented only. Okay, next, international organization questions on UN. Okay, again you see multiple questions on UN. Most of the questions are coming on United Nations only. Most of the questions in international relations. Okay, UN, but they may also ask other international bodies also, not necessarily on United Nations. Other international bodies also they can ask you. This year particularly, okay, various organizations like IA, EA. Okay, lot of organizations are in news. Okay, next, you can see here UPSC has asked question on, okay, IMF, okay, World Bank, WTO. So WTO, IMF, World Bank, this is a favorite theme. Favorite theme, particularly IMF. IMF is the favorite theme. World Bank is the favorite thing. In 2025, they had asked about World Bank. There was a question on World Bank. This is 2022 question, rapid financing instrument. This is a IMF question. Okay. So WTO, World Bank, and IMF. WTO, World Bank, and IMF. WTO, World Bank, and IMF is the most important theme. And then UN Charter, UN Security Council, United Nations, other bodies of United Nations. Again, a very important theme in the prelims examination. Next is, guys, international groupings. Groupings, you can see these two questions came last year. Okay, generally grouping questions are not very popular, but sometimes UPSC question setters ask question on groupings. You can see here BIMSTEC, BRICS. These are all important groupings. Here you can see they are asking questions on, okay, recent conventions, recent summits. They are asking questions on that and what decisions were taken there. That is also a very important theme which is getting asked. Okay, so again, I would like to tell you that this is my test series. Please start solving these questions. These questions are really very, very useful for the prelims examination. Now I'm going to share with you the theme which is really very important, which is a new theme which has been introduced in the prelims examination in the recent years, which 99.99% aspirants are leaving, and this is miscellaneous topic themes. Most people are leaving these themes, guys. This is theme number 29, sports. Guys, I am collecting all important sports and I'm framing questions on them in my test series for the full length test. Every test I will have one or two sports related questions. This is really very important. Most of the aspirants they are miss out here. So if you see UPSC is particularly asking questions regarding to sports in the last 2 3 years. Okay, you can see next one is the international dates. This is not sports. This is international dates, years. You can see 7th August, 26th of November, international year. Okay, this kind of questions are coming every year. Every year UPSC is asking, so they may also ask you about international decade. This is an emerging theme which is coming. This is an emerging theme which is coming. Next one, awards. Awards again a very important theme in the UPSC prelims examination. Okay, so some of the awards which are in news like the scientific award or a Janapith award can be asked in coming time. Last but not the least is organizations, departments and ministries. Okay, so you can see nowadays UPSC is directly asking questions, factual questions. This organization is under which department? This organization is under which ministry? Ministry based question, organization based questions are becoming very popular. Again, this is directly from the PIB. I have made a PIB compilation. You can use that. So again, I would like to tell you that this is my Telegram channel. If you're not joined my Telegram channel, do join my Telegram channel. If you want me to continue this series and complete all the 70 themes, please do like, share, and do comment. Okay. Very soon I'll be coming out with the part 2 of this video. In part 2 of the video, I'll be discussing the rest. Around 40 themes are there. I'll be discussing that. Again, before I go, I would like to tell you this is my number. You can call my team and you can join my post predicted important question series. Here again, I'm saying this is not just a test series. This is important question series which is for UPSC 2026 prelims examination. Thank you guys. Bye bye. Take care.